The Temple of the Damned is an insidious construction built for those that would forsake the natural order of life and death, harnessing the power of tormented souls to serve their own selfish wishes. The temples have taken many forms, but are always drenched in a thick air of undeath and tortured spirits. In Warcraft, orcs and humans, a large fortification is the centerpiece of the mission entitled The Temple of the Damned. Other temples do exist, however, and would serve the same purpose. The manual entry for the temple reads, "The unholy place where orcs come to make sacrifices to their gods, and the necromancers of the land gather to invoke the will of their dark masters. This is the only place where necrolytes can be recruited to assist you in purging the land of human settlements. The need for a blood offering has only recently been replaced by one of gold, and no assistance will be sanctioned until it is made. The immense sacrificial altars used in the necrolytes' rituals must be built of the mystic black root. Hence, a lumber mill must be used to locate and specially prepare the wood. The building simply known as a tower falls in a very similar position to the temple. Not only is the giant skull reminiscent of the future appearances, but its purpose is very similar. The manual entry for the tower reads, "This is where the knowledge of the dark magics are revealed. Warlocks reside here to focus their energies towards harnessing the forces of the underworld. Their sect demands payment in precious metals for any services they may offer, as it is then converted into the mystic symbols used in their castings. Metal cages in which to place the subjects of their experiments must be constructed, as well as the ornate metal runes that need to be built into the stone floors for their spells of summoning. Only the blacksmith can provide the needed materials and skills required to meet these exacting specifications." The buildings would become more elaborate in Warcraft 2, the warlocks and necrolytes of old replaced with death knights. The manual entry reads, "Temples of the Damned, called Grombola, or Bowels of the Giant in the Orcish tongue, are the Kabbalistic dwellings of the dead, created by Gul'dan to house his blasphemous death knights. The temples were formed from petrified carcasses of the race of giants that inhabited the Orcish homeworld. The subterranean labyrinth of the temple contains the fetid halls where the Death Knights dwell and study their depraved necromancy on fallen warriors reaped from the battlefields above. The giants mentioned here refer to the Colossi, a long-dead race of tremendously large giants that once lived on Draenor. A particularly huge skeleton in Frostfire Ridge has had the entire city of Gromgar built within it. The Thunderlord clan is said to have hunted these incredible giants when they still roamed, and made trinkets, weapons, and homes from their remains. With the Third War in full swing, the undead would craft similar locations to raise their own soldiers. The manual entry reads, "Once used by the Orcish horde to channel demonic energies, the Scourge has now reclaimed this powerful edifice. From the temple, the insidious necromancers emerge to animate fallen corpses, and the tormented spirits of the Banshees are called into service. The temples also appear in World of Warcraft, to a degree. While it isn't specifically named as such, The building in the Magic Quarter of Undercity shares a striking resemblance to the previous iterations. The large skull and protruding bones are almost the same, positioned differently. It also shares a resemblance to the ziggurat, with this large floating thing on top. Additionally, it serves to house Undercity's resident magi and warlocks. It even has a banshee. Very accurate and cool.
Great
You
job.
did 10 out of
Gold
10
stars.
Nice one.